So as I'm like looking at them, like peeping the scene, still trying to like be normal with the wife, they ended the kid, their son, ended up saying that he was hungry, and they were just like, oh well, let me get a menu and order you something. And they ordered him some ice cream, brownie ice cream, like a dessert or whatever not. So they brought this dessert out, and he was eating. I'm still talking to the wife, but still trying to pay attention to Marlon and the husband's interaction, because I'm just like, I'm peeping the husband is touching him a little bit too much. You know how you throw a joke and then somebody put their hand on your shoulder to laugh, but his fingers will spread a little bit too wide on the shoulder. It just didn't seem right to me at all. So I'm just talking to the wife, and she was just like, yeah, this trip saved my marriage, but I just want to let you know, I know everything may seem so good in the beginning, but it changes. Everything changes. And I'm just like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, me and my husband, like, it felt like everything was so meant to be. Like, everything, like, when we met and how we met and our interaction just feels like everything was so meant to be. But when you're in a marriage, there's some things you just have to compromise. And like I said, I feel like when we come to Savannah, it saves our marriage. It really does. It really does. And I'm just like, right now, my eyebrows up, because I'm like, why you keep saying Savannah saves your marriage? Like, why you keep saying it? And why your husband still touching on Marlon? Like, and why is Marlon just, yeah, man, oh, yeah, man. And I'm just like, okay, all right, just roll with it. And she was just like, so, question. I was like, yeah. She was just like, so, have you and Marlon tried anything? I'm like, what do you mean tried anything? She was just like, what have y'all tried? Have y'all experimented together? I'm like, what do you mean by experimented together? She was just like, nothing. Have y'all tried, before? I'm like, what is, she was like, Coke. I was like, no, we haven't. She's like, y'all haven't? I'm like, no, we have not. I'm like, I haven't. I don't know if he has. Because like I said, I just met him 3 days ago. I don't know if he has, but I haven't. So I turned to Martin and I nudged him. I was like, hey. He was like, hey, what's up, baby? I was like, you done tried that before? He's like, Coke? I'm like, yeah. He was like, no, I haven't. I was like, okay, no, he has not tried that before. No, I don't think we can't do that. He drives trucks, so he gets random drug tests. So he drives trucks. We can't. She's like, oh, okay. I just thought it would be fun because my husband seems to really like Marlon. They're getting along pretty well. And I'm like, yeah. And then it's dawning on me. I'm like, hold on. I done put 2 and 2 together. Hell no. So I nudged Martin. I was just like, hey, did you still want to go check out that bar to make sure that it was gonna be open and they sell the fish bowls, right? He was like, huh? I was like, the fish bowls, right? He was like, oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah, man, we gotta get a check because we gotta go. He was like, oh, okay, hold on one second. Let me go make sure that my son is good over here with his dessert. Hold on one second. Don't leave yet. So he walked over to, the husband walked over to the son table, and the wife, had stepped to the bathroom again. So I'm looking at Marlon. I'm just like, Marlon, I'm ready to go. He was just like, all right, in situations like this, we need to come up with code words. He was like, what our code words need to be? I was like, nigga, orange. That orange is orange. He was like, okay, orange. From now on, whenever I hear you say orange, that's when it's like, all right, we gotta go. Cause I'm like, something don't seem right with them. So I'm just like, He was like, okay, you're not comfortable. We can go. It ain't, say no more. He like, say no more. I was like, thank you. So Marlon got up, walked over to the table where the man, his son was. He's like, oh, it was nice meeting y'all. Because him and the man had exchanged Facebook information. He was like, it was nice meeting y'all. So we'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch on Facebook. And then that's when the Raider came over. It's like, here's the check. And the man looked at Marlon. The husband looked at Marlon. The wife looked at Marlon. I looked at Marlon. And Marlon just looking around the room because I'm just like, They said to check. And it's one check. Well, I mean, who paid for it? So Marlon looked at the check. He looked at them. They didn't budge. Nothing. So Marlon got the check. He handed the man his card. And then after the man gave Marlon the receipt to sign, Marlon was like, all right, it was good meeting y'all. We'll keep up on Facebook. We'll stay in touch on Facebook. And then we walked out. When we walked out, Marlon was like, that is some bullshit. They wrote me into buying those drinks. I'm like, look, I feel like they were trying to do more than get some damn drinks. They were just trying to loosen us the fuck up. Because, what? He was like, you think? I'm like, yes. Something was definitely off there. He was like, oh, it's a good thing that you said, let's go. I'm like, yes. Because, yeah, something was off. He was like, all right, you want to go, grab something to eat? I was like, yeah, let's go grab something to eat. So we ended up going to get something to eat and then ended up going back to Marlon's house. When we went back to Marlon's house, we went in his room to watch TV because that's where the TV was. He did not have a TV in his living room. His TV was in his room. So we went back to this house. He made us some drinks again, Malibu and Coke, and we were sitting in a room just chilling. One thing led to another, and then boom, we was doing the do. We was doing the do. But when we got done, I was just like, look, I can't spend the night. I'm not spending the night. He's like, yo, you and this spending the night. I'm like, I cannot spend the night. I gotta go because I gotta train Ronnie in the morning. He was just like, how about this? Next time you come over, just bring a pair of clothes. And just stay the night. Like, he was like, it'll be good to like hold you, like to actually be able to really cuddle with you and to wake up to you in the morning. I can make you some eggs. I'm like, you don't know how to make no eggs. He's like, I can cook. I can make you some eggs. And I was just like, we'll see. He's like, all right, okay, just let me know. So I get up, and when I get up, I'm just like, well, I guess I'll see you later. He said, why do you do this? You know I don't want you to go. You know I don't want you to go. So why not just stay? I'm like, no. He was like, all right, cool. I can't make you stay, but I had a great time with you tonight. Thank you for coming out with me. He was like, hopefully I can see you tomorrow. I was like, we'll see. And then as I was getting up, he was like, hey, wait. I was like, what? He was like, do you want a key? I'm like, no, I don't want a key. Like, what I need a key for? He was like, just in case you wanted to. I'm like, no, I do not need a key. I'm like, Martin, we just met. What you doing? He's like, you're right. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. I'll maybe see you later. We'll see. So I go back to Liz's house in Guyton, and I'm there, and I'm just thinking, I'm just like, it was less awkward this go around than it was the first time, like the relations. So I'm just like, it was less awkward. I was a little bit more into it. I'm just like, okay, he kind of sweet. He kind of cute. Like, he got potential. He got potential. So I go to sleep, wake up the next morning, go to the gym to train Ronnie. Of course, Ronnie wanted to know all of the details, and he was just like, look, you just having fun. I was like, yeah, that's not my boyfriend. That's like my man friend. He's just a man friend. So as me and Ronnie was finishing up his workout, Marlon ended up calling me. And I was just like, hey. He was just like, good morning. How's your morning going? How's your workout? I was just like, well, we just not finishing up. He was like, hey, I wanted to ask you, I have to go and get LASIK done on Friday in a few days. I know it's short notice, but do you want to ride down there with me? And I was just like, ride down where? He was like, well, I got to go to Jacksonville for my consultation, and then if they're able to do it, they're going to do it that day. So do you want to ride down there with me? He's like, because I'm going to need somebody to drive me back. And I'm just like, yeah, sure.